Hello everyone, here's a do-it-yourself video demonstrating how you can modify the transformer in the JRR Panther Ribbon microphone using a CineMag CM9887. Big thanks to Eric at JRR and David at CineMag for helping with the selection of the transformer. Hope you enjoy the video. Here's my work area. Hope you've got a nice spot set up too. It's another shot of the transformers in the Panther. At the bottom of the microphone there's 3 countersunk reverse screws. You have to loosen those up to get the microphone out. Once you loosen them, you'll be able to slip the microphone out. Here you can see the microphone housing with one of the access holes. This is a primary side. You can see the wires connected to the ribbon. Note the capacitors. Here's the secondary side. You can see the leads going to the circuit board. That's the transformer we're going to be replacing. Here's just a close-up of one side of the ribbon and the other. Remember, it's magnetized, so you want to be careful. And I used the sock that comes with the mic to cover up the ribbon while I was working on it. You can see the primary leads going through what looks like a thick quarter, and note the capacitors to the right. And to the left of the quarter, there's the 2 spots that you need to unsolder. Remember to be careful because you are close to the ribbon. And here's the secondary side, and you can see the 2 spots that you need to unsolder there. Here's a shot of the frame and how it attaches to the XLR mount, and you'll need to take out both sets of screws on both sides in order to take out the circuit board, and just pay attention to the spacing here. That's going to come in handy a bit later. You don't have to worry about this screw that locks the XLR in place. Here's what one side of the frame looks like when you open it up, meaning you've removed the 2 screws. Obviously you also have to take out the 2 screws on the other side and have a little container someplace to keep them. You don't want to lose them. And make sure your soldering gun is all clean and you're all set to go, so you have nice precise soldering. And here you can see I've unsoldered the original transformer. That's where the primary leads were. Here's the 2 kind of wing pieces just adjacent to the ribbon on the primary side that I unsoldered from and that you'll be soldering to with the new transformer. And here's the secondary side with the leads already removed. So center top, look carefully at the images there underneath the solder blobs. They actually look like this. Red to the left, white to the right. So you see a picture of the mic frame. Here's the CineMag transformer, and the laminations are longer than the stock transformer, so initially the CineMag doesn't fit in. And that's why I showed you how the mic frame fits to the XLR mount earlier. And here's another picture of it. You can see how I've opened up those screws. This allows you to remove the PCP and gives you an opportunity to fit take the old transformer out and fit the new one in. You can see there's now room to drop the transformer in place, and I will show you in a moment how I fitted everything together. Here's a picture of the stock transformers and the CineMag on the left. You can see the first transformer on the right has foam, black foam. I've taken that off the old transformers and fitted it onto the CineMag, and this allows for a compression fit when you put the transformer back in the frame. Put a bit of electrician's tape on the end of the CineMag so it doesn't ground out against the frame. And here you can see that I've offset the frame by the distance of the 1 screw hole, which has the effect of extending the XLR mount out of the bottom of the mic, but equidistant. And it's always a good idea to use some isopropyl to clean up any of the flux residue after you've done some soldering. So clean both sides of the PCP and just let it air dry. I used a little Q-tip for that. And here's how everything looks when you're finished. You can see here's the primary side, nice short leads, and the secondary leads going to the PCP. And you can see the compression fit and the foam that I talked about on either side of the transformer. And how did I extend the outside mic frame? You can see the original screw hole here, and I decided to use that as a guide. And what I mean you'll see in a moment. I put the mic frame onto the mic body, put a drill bit into the original hole to keep it secure, and make certain things are aligned properly. That drill bit is just sitting there. Then I used a fresh drill to drill this new hole into the mic body. I bought a brand new drill, put in a little bit of oil. Obviously one hole on both sides of the mic so that things fit together properly. And then I used some foam, about 1/4 inch foam. I cut out a circular piece and I push that up to the very top of the inside of the microphone. And this keeps the frame secure in the very top. It doesn't impede the ribbon and it's not in any way touching the ribbon. It's just touching the very top of the frame. You can see I just cut a cylindrical piece out. And this just keeps the ribbon frame secure. And here's the finished product. You can see the collar at the bottom, mic all back together, and I was very pleased when I fired everything up and tested it. Check 1, 2. Yep, it's working. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Yep. So here's a picture of the finished mic. You can see that the mod is actually pretty straightforward to do. You're really just removing a few screws, you're unsoldering 4 things, resoldering them, cleaning them up, resecuring a few screws, drilling out the outside, which is kind of the prototype build. I understand JRR will be having the microphones made that way in the future. This is a pretty simple, straightforward mod. I'm very pleased with the sound of the mics. I have the 2, which is really great for using Bloom Lean. Really wonderful way to do recording, so I'd encourage you to try these mics, do the mod and have some fun and really enjoy these JRR new old stock Panther Ribbon microphones.